First, live, local, now on Channel 3 News.
Destroyed by an explosion and flooding in April. Now Escambia County Commissioners face a budget nightmare in planning for a new jail.
The Escambia County Health Department's building is closed for repairs.
I've been here about 2 hours, so it's been really hectic.
How the department is handling the relocation of some of its services.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight. Well, discussions are underway to replace the Escambia County Central Booking and Detention Center that exploded in April due to a gas leak.
That explosion killed 2 people. County commissioners have also expressed concerns over the frequent flooding at the current location, and they'd like to see a new jail built in a different area. Now there's a major budgetary issue that goes with that. No one has a good idea or an estimate of how much it's going to cost the county to build a new jail. Channel 3's Anthony Purr joins us in the studio with why that cost is unclear and how it's affecting the budget planning for next year.
Bob, Sue, the county is waiting to hear back from FEMA and their insurance companies to see what will be covered. That will take some time, and county commissioners have to approve next year's budget by the end of September. 2 inmates killed, 184 people injured in this blast. Inmates have been sent to different facilities in the area, but County Commissioner Gene Valentino says it's a temporary solution. Eventually, the county will have to build a new jail. Valentino would like to see a facility that can be utilized in more ways than the old one.
So we're coming up with the concept called a jail campus. And the jail campus will be a campus of education not only for inmates, and on the law enforcement side. Let's go back and revisit the concept of education for deputies. We had that on the books once before. What a good time to revisit the idea.
But it's hard for commissioners to move forward with any kind of plan because the cost to the county is completely unknown. One number thrown out at Wednesday's budget workshop, about $150 million. That's if FEMA or the insurance companies don't help out.
We're directed to continue to push them as hard as we can to move the timeline as forward as much as possible.
But County Administrator Jack Brown admits they likely won't hear back from those agencies by the end of September. That's when a budget plan is due. So they'll have to start weighing their options. Commissioner Gene Valentino says the challenge will be finding the most cost-effective plan as far as design and location.
We're looking at land we already have. We're looking at vacant lots owned by others. We're looking at vacated buildings that would either have to come down or be retrofitted. It's all on the table.
Now, county commissioners will discuss their options next Thursday at the regular meeting. Bob?
Anthony, thank you. A DEA agent arrested an Escambia County veterinarian for fraudulently obtaining methadone. Dr. Michael Windley is a veterinarian at the Companion Animal Clinic in Cantonment. The DEA says they received a tip from a Pensacola pharmacist about Windley's suspicious prescribing activities. Windley was obtaining methadone by writing prescriptions for his ex-wife's dog, they say. He then filled the prescriptions at area pharmacies and would give the drugs to his former daughter-in-law. Records show that between December of 2012 and February of this year, he filled 30 prescriptions, amounting to about 5,400 tablets of methadone. Windley now facing charges of possession, delivery, and manufacturing of a controlled substance, as well as fraud in obtaining prescriptions.
The woman who was hit by a car last night in Escambia County has died. 51-year-old Tammy Sala was crossing the street at Mobile Highway near New Warrington Road just before 9 o'clock. Troopers say she walked into the path of a car. No charges have been filed against the driver. A boating accident in Escambia Bay sent 2 people to the hospital. That accident happened just south of Mackey Cove and the Escambia River just before 9:30 last night. Florida Fish and Wildlife says the 53-year-old boat operator Douglas Carlin was driving down the Escambia River to the bay when the boat hit a sandbar. 2 passengers were on board, 54-year-old Anthony Walton and 31-year-old Jarrett Walton. One of the men was thrown overboard and rescued. The 2 others were taken to the hospital and treated for minor injuries.
First warning weather, powered by Pensacola State College.
Sure had some rainy weather moving through the Gulf Coast and even from this side out of Okaloosa County in Niceville. It was really coming down. That's from the Dockside Cafe, one of our WeatherNet cameras there. And as you look at the map now, it's mainly just blue color, and that indicates more of a light to maybe even moderate rainfall. The orange and yellow colors indicating some heavier rain. So things have kind of simmered down. It's a little bit calmer, still cloudy out there. And as we look ahead to tomorrow and check our Blue Angels forecast, there's actually a pretty high chance for rain just about everywhere tomorrow. High chance at about 60 60%. Blues planning to fly at 2 o'clock. We'll break it down with the Futurecast coming up. But first, taking a look ahead to Friday and Saturday, our rain chances on those days are much lower.
The Escambia County Health Department's main location has been closed for repairs due to flood damage. Still a long way to go. It's been closed now for 2 months. As Channel 3's Jim Carmack explains, both staff and clients said they're working through the adversity.
The restoration work continues here at the Escambia County Health Department on Fairfield Drive. Their target date for completion is Thanksgiving, but that means people who would normally come here for all the services they offer are having to go elsewhere. Immunizations, vital statistics, WIC, dental, and a medical clinic. All services that have not been available at the main health clinic location in Escambia County since the April flood.
A lot of things were affected, the drywall, all of the flooring, all 47,000 square foot, as well as the air conditioning system, our boiler system, you name it, it was affected by the flood, and all that's being repaired. Dr. Lanza says those repairs will total around $3 to $4 million, paid mostly by FEMA and county insurance. Services have had to be relocated to areas like Ensley, Warrington, Molino, and Bayou Boulevard, often causing clients to drive farther and wait longer.
I was a little frustrated. I was like, okay, now I got to go all the way somewhere else. But it's okay. I mean, I have to get it, so it is what it is.
And I've been here about 2 hours, so it's been really hectic with the other health department being closed.
To help with delays, parents are being asked to schedule appointments for their children's immunizations before school starts, and do it now.
We're asking parents to please try to get their children in early.
Despite the inconvenience, most clients say they understand the situation.
You just have to be a little more patient, but you get what you need.
We are providing the care. It's just a matter of having our clients and staff know where to go to get that care.
For more information on these locations, you can log on to their website, escambiahealth.com, or on our website, weartv.com. Reporting in Escambia County, Jim Carmack, Channel 3 News.
The Florida Department of Transportation says the scenic highway repairs should be finished by the end of the month. Here's a photo of the progress so far that the department has released on their Facebook page. You can see the 30-foot deep hole caused by the April flood is now filled in. Construction workers say it has taken 7,000 dump loads of dirt to fill in that hole. 2 Florida Forest Service crews responded to a wildfire in southwest Escambia County. The wildfire burned between 150 and 200 acres at the Tarleton Bayou State Preserve. No structures were threatened. The fire is mostly contained at this time, but smoke can be seen all along Bower Road and in the immediate area. Drivers are urged to use caution, to slow down, and keep your headlights turned on.
Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel will be on Eglin Air Force Base tomorrow morning. He's meeting with members of the 33rd Fighter Wing, the instructors who train pilots and crews on the F-35 Joint Strike Fighter. These planes, of course, have been grounded since an engine fire at the base. Hagel will be talking about the Defense Department's priorities and taking some questions from service members. Eglin, one of the 3 bases in the Southeast that Hagel will visit to speak about the department's investments in the future. Santa Rosa County veteran story of fitness and recovery won Anytime Fitness's grand prize. Tammy Landine won the company's My Anytime Story contest. Anytime Fitness members were asked how they dramatically transformed and improved their lives with exercise and healthy eating habits. Employees at the Anytime Fitness facility in Milton surprised Tammy this morning with a pair of $10,000 checks. One of those checks will go to Landine. The other will go to charity of her choice. And that choice, the Paralyzed Veterans of America. In her story submission, Tammy wrote about how she was paralyzed in 2005 and lost hope until she found working out at Anytime.
I looked in the mirror one day and this is not who I am. This is not who I want to be.
Tammy had a personal trainer help whip her into shape. Now she's part of the Paralyzed Veterans of America race team. We'll have more on her story tonight at 10.
Well, the Blue Angels flying again over Pensacola Beach this morning. And we've got a look at the event that kicked off Red, White, and Blues Week.
And take Channel 3 News with you on the go. We'll stream newscasts right to your cell phone. Just use the mobile app. Download it at weartv.com.